Let me buy food actually really quick. I'm almost ready. 30 seconds. Okay.
Sides. B. Sides. In. Back. Positions. Players coming out. Away. Buddies. In positions.
What?
And stack. In. Blade flares. And arm. Get opposite B.
Once you take it, and I'll take it.
Flares and stack in 10 seconds. Flares and eyes. Fires. Buddies. Puddles. And positions. Positions and sides. Next will be sides and then positions. Sides in then position.
Okay, I have ACT running now. I don't even know how bad my parse was. All I could tell is it was bad.
Eden, the quest for double digits.
Hmm?
Eden, the quest for double digits. On your parse.
Sure. I guess.
In.
It's a little late on that call.
Opposite. Sides. Okay. Knockback. Positions. Players coming up next. Eyes south. Look away. Buddies and positions. And stack.
That's a wipe. That's 3 deaths. We shouldn't even bother. In.
Opposite. Sides. Get in. Knockback. Positions. Raise and flares. Eyes east. Look away. Buddies. And positions. And stack. In. Opposite B. Players in stack in 10. Vote.
Players and
Eyes
suits.
and players.
Can't rescue you, cannot have an eye.
Fires. Buddies. puddles. Positions. White is coming out. Sides in, then position. In positions inside. Next quietest.
Guess I'll get this one.
In positions inside.
Everyone can stack south now.
We're out of the
Selfish.
last one.
Manage your DPS.
Addle this one.
This is not the last one.
You'll be dead before the last one, just addle it.
Awesome.
And I think I was even the only one who got stacks.
I got a stack at the very end.
Enjoy rolling for your tombstone. Defeat and feet. Okay.
Well, feet are not my best in slot, so
What are we doing with the coatings? Anything fancy?
That's the rings and accessories.
I know what it's for. Are we
if
doing priority or anything like that?
no, just if you have any piece of like gear that you will use it on for your main set, preferably best in slot, since that goes for just about. And like, do you have an accessory that everyone should at least get one, because 2 rings, unless your rings are that garbage. Oh wait,
Aww.
Right.
Um,
Unless you're
the
worried about
rings are
like,
for.
Yeah, unless you're worried about a certain amount, like spell speed or something, the main stat should outweigh the secondaries.
Nope. For healers, best in slot is both the tome rings.
Yep,
What are your
And that, well, yeah, and that if it's the tome rings, then yes, you would roll on the coding, because obviously one of the rings is it's the other ring that was garbage for healers.
I'm gonna grab some water while people meld and stuff.
Yay!
Who got the tome? Oh, Midori did.
Me!
Kanata, how do you have an 8% overheal in that fight? Teach me your secret.
The secret is you do all the work.
Yeah, the secret is
Not a secret.
Really?
DPSing, I'm always DPSing.
Like, how do I get down to 8% overheal? It seems really hard for Diurnal.
It's called Konata. Konata has taken over Carrot's ways.
Jeez.
No, I was overhealing as a white mage. It's actually fewer GCDs to overheal than it is to try to get as close to topping someone off as possible.
You just have to be comfortable of not healing people to full. You know exactly how hard every mechanic hits for.
I am for most of that fight, aside from the double flare part where I'm actually still just spamming light speed with like
I know, right? Yeah, same.
neutral sector.
During that second, like that hit, our shield bar was almost 50%. That was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
You saw that, right? And then we took the hit, and we're like, oh, we're still full. I guess I'll just stand here.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess as long as we kill it, I don't particularly care about my overhealing. But man, I need to get down to like less than 30 at least.
Do we post the logs?
It's up, but FF Logs is kind of sad right now. Yeah, you're doing all the healing, just letting you know.
Okay. I'm just getting prepped for when you guys make me solo heal E4S on Nocturne.
I cast 14 GCD spells.
Yeah, the only time I'm really casting those, at least on
Darn.
purpose, is during the Shadow Flame. Because it just
So
hits so damn hard.
close. I almost had an orange part.
That's 17 aspected Helioses? That doesn't sound right.
It's 95 for an orange parse, not 90.
Oh, is it?
I'll use Aspected Helios for every entropy, and then, like, if I have neutral sect on, I use it to get the shield, so there's probably like 5 of those during that phase. So I could believe it. Because for entropy, Horoscope and Aspected Helios are like enough to get everyone to like 90%.
Probably... Why do you cast Benefic?
When I'm panicking and I want a quick heal.
Panic tank healing.
Because the tank's about to get hit by a Shadow Flame and I need something to top him off. But I have to save my Essential Dignity stack because there's a mechanic coming up I need it for.
You have Benefic too, though, right? Is it a faster cast?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, placeholder.
Oh, it is.
High 5 for getting the same percentage in healing.
I feel like that is bad for me.
I mean, it's not like you got a 99th percentile.
Good. I had a lot of mana left over.
Oh, wait.
Midori, there are no potions of trust.
I didn't. I used real ones.
Wow, Tim.
So-
I didn't realize you self-heal that much.
I heal myself after every tank buster.
Hmm.
I use Equilibrium and I use Nascent Flash. So after a
Right.
tank buster, I'm usually healing myself for about 60,000.
I forgot you had that new ability.
And I'm healing you for maybe like 10 to 15,000.
Yeah, I put my regen up on the main tank whenever I happen to notice that it's up. 60-second cooldown is long enough for me to forget about it.
Come back! I need it.
Oh. I just wander.
There have not been a lot of Astros that have cleared that fight. Maybe I should be playing white, mate. How am I supposed to get big dick numbers on this class?
Well, see, if nobody plays the class, then you're the only one doing the big dick numbers.
That makes
big
it feel
dick compared
even
to everyone
worse
else.
when you're not getting big dick numbers and no one's playing the class. Because then the bar
Maybe
is really
they-
low.
Maybe the answer is your dick is so big you flop out on table and people run away.
I guess I could live in that world. Doesn't feel like feels like I'm lying to myself, but alright. My conjure is way too low level to start leveling that thing. It's level 34. Nah, I'm stuck on Astro.
They sure here.
What?
You want crit 2 on Light Mage, right?
Yeah, but my
Thank you.
White Mage is level 34. It would take
No
me
problem.
3 years to get that thing to 8.
From experience, you can do it in a weekend.
No.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe a weekend and a half now.
So do you want me to do callouts for the next fight too?
We haven't seen it yet, so
Eventually. But now
let's at least see what it looks like.
I mean, I could do callouts for like the first 40% of
not yet. Until we get to the first 40%, then you can do calls for the first 40%.
At least our active time was pretty good. Nobody was like idle. 99.5% up, pretty much.
Anybody else need melds?
I will need a meld.
I only have 2 more pieces of gear for my best in slot set that come from Tombstone.
Most of your stuff comes from Eden.
Yep. Everything except for one ring, the bracelets, feet, and head are all from eating.
Kind of surprised. Tank has a pretty even distribution.
Ugh. Why is this room a giant circle? I hate rooms that are giant circles. I always end up walking completely around in a full circle before I find what I'm looking for.
360 degrees is 359 ways to be wrong.
Pretty much.
Like, it doesn't look identical, but it does look kind of same-ish.
When your camera's pointed mostly down at the floor and you're kind of in the area of the aetheryte, it looks pretty same.
Well, even if you're just, like, quickly spinning around, it's like, wait, is that the short desk? Is that the long... Oh, there's the long desk. You gotta, like, actually kind of look at it.
It's the part with the red carpet and the purple curtains on the... Oh, wait. Somebody just, like, broke a materia right underneath us. I'm like, how did you break that? It was a 100% chance.
I'm really good. We're really, really bad. I'm also not on culinary.
No, that explains it. That would be funny if, that would be funny if the class you were on actually mattered and you could only get 100% success meld rate if you were on a crafting class for those first 2 slots. I don't think it would actually be funny. It would be awful. But
I do think it'd be awesome if, like, the crafter that you're putting the material, or the piece that you're putting the material into, would give you maybe like a 5% increase chance for, like, the overmelts. That would be awesome.
Yes.
oh, they
But
could
of
have
course, that just leads to as all balance choices, that leads to a de facto penalty if you're not on the class, which penalizes people for not being on the class, and then nobody likes it anymore.
They could make food, and that food could give you materia meld chance, like the desynth.
Yep. Actually, I'm surprised they haven't. You know, start off at like 2%, HQ 3%, and every tier have a new food.
I had to catch you while you were running.
I was like, wow, that was a pretty good aiming there.
Oh right, glamours, because people yell at me when I have random deer.
Tyler, are you ready?
I was all tapped while y'all were doing your meld.
That's why I'm asking verbally. Alright, sounds like we're ready. Wow, wonder who it's gonna be. Nope, don't recognize this guy. Alright,
Are we just going in blind? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
One shot.
That'd be pretty amazing.
I can get away from him. Holy cow, what the
That
heck?
was 2 hits.
Problem? Okay, let's swap. Oh, I guess it's fine.
I thought there would be 2 beams. I was wrong.
Well, I'm not sure.
That's not
No,
the right
mine.
spot.
It was on the
Yeah,
sides.
Who's paying attention to the boss?
Not me! Woo!
Oh, so is tidal wave still not push you that far?
Nope.
I don't think, well,
It's so that you don't have to use a knockback prevention.
But they gave them all to us.
it's a 2-minute cooldown now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Also, I accidentally pushed it, and I didn't get knocked back. So
I-
I fell off.
So
the ground got hit.
The ground hits first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we died because we were standing there. Like, the tidal wave didn't go off.
Oops.
Alright, so it's 2 possibilities that seem likely for the tank thing. Either we swap in the middle because he got a debuff for magic vulnerability up, or we take it together. Let's try the first one first.
yeah, I think you should stand as close to the back as possible so it's shooting like side.
I like Tam's plan, just to invite.
That's also
I feel
probably
like-
the way that it'll actually be.
I feel like Tam's plan was based on foreknowledge that he was screwed otherwise.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it worked really well.
Correct assessment. Yeah,
I mean-
but let me guess, there's something he actually needs home gang for later that he knew we wouldn't get to.
Actually, I don't know.
I was gonna say, I know Tam doesn't know the whole fight, so
There's nothing that I would need home gang for at any point, I don't think. So far.
alright, let's do it again.
I guess just provoke and see what happens.
Yep. I'll stand next to him. Not
Don't,
behind
not
him.
next to me.
I would not do that next time. It's on me.
I know it's a beam. I said next to him, not directly behind him.
Okay.
I did say that explicitly.
That is true.
I can stand on the other side of the arena. I don't even need to stand close, probably.
Alright, I think this is the line.
Oh, what? Oh. Be like right at the edge. Oh, that
Lag?
hurt.
Yeah, I guess we
what's
need to
going
be already at the front of the arena. Or the very back, but I proposed the front.
Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Wait, you still out? Nope.
202,000, that's, you know.
Livable. Next expansion.
We'll be able, yeah, no, we'll be able to take that hit by the end of the expansion, right?
Tank. Oh, this part. It's fine.
Oh, wait,
we
there's
come
two.
two directions at once.
Well, this is a bad place to be.
Oh. Now you're thinking with portals.
Wait, how did he split into two? He's connected. That makes no sense.
Oh,
I
my
thought
God.
thinking with portals involved, like, just getting yourself to go as fast as possible till terminal velocity and then launching yourself at the goal.
Yeah, it's basically the same way that people speedrun Breath of the Wild.
By
Or-
launching yourself on a rock.
A tree. Because you can grab hold of the tree. You found it. Yeah, you basically want to be at the front edge of the platform already to minimize the distance you have to run.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Why am I taking these attacks?
This is fine.
Well, this is not ideal.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna, like, watch.
Oh, this one's not so bad.
Boy.
Problem with it?
Oh god, yeah, it's delayed.
Yes, it is.
Smothering waters.
20 seconds, okay. Swirling waters, splashing water.
Get to the sides.
Unless we need to put, we should split half-half. Rip right side. So something's gonna happen right now. Not quite sure what. But I think we're all gonna die right in a second.
It's about to get real. That's what's going to happen.
Pretty sure we need to clear those somehow.
I did not get a chance to read all the tooltips. I should have taken screenshots.
Well, no, it's probably just a repeat of the mechanic in normal mode, only we don't get markers, where one is a donut and there are 4 people who have the AoE actually just centered on them, rather than being a donut.
Sure, I'm pretty sure that is correct. I did not get a chance to see. Each person had 2 debuffs. I think I had one of the donuts because the icon looked like a donut. Wild guess, but I didn't get to see what the other debuff. And the healers got a different debuff than the ones that I got.
Should healers split left, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Red Rover, send Tam over.
Wait, how are we splitting?
Red Rover, send Tylete over.
That doesn't answer my question.
This is how we're splitting.
Oh.
Just
How close was it? Was it this line? Nope, it was this line.
Okay.
I provoked. I don't know what
Get
else
to the
do.
front this side. Here's the line right here.
Oh, this side. Oh, jeez.
Wait for the ground AoEs.
I don't have a switch.
So bad.
I'll get the res. I guess I'll get Tam then. No, I'll get close for it.
Oh, so bad. So I have a line.
Okay, so it doesn't say what they do. It just says that a swirling tsunami will happen when it's over, and a splash. What was this other one? A splashing tsunami will occur.
Swirling looks like the donuts. Splashing looks
Swirl-
like the ball. And there's a line. What is the line?
I think that's that first knockback, isn't it? Because somebody's centered on had like a knockback that knocked me off the side.
It might have to be that we go to the sides based off of which debuff we have. Like, we can't pre-split. We have to figure it out on the fly. So, if the splashing is the hits everyone nearby, and I have both swirling and splashing. That means that everyone who is next to me will get hit with one of the 2 8.
So can we put all the donuts in one place and then a thing on top of the donut?
But frosting,
Do you mind if I say what all of the debuffs are?
go ahead.
The line one is a pushback. Like everything in front of the person that has it gets pushed back.
So turn around.
So if they are turned east, the pushback will go east. If they are turned west, the pushback will go west.
So let's just call it a push instead of a pushback.
And the donut one is a donut AoE. When it's done, a donut AoE will go off on that person. And the dot one is a circle AoE on the person, and that will go off like directly on the person.
Okay.
So if you have both the donut and the dot, you'll hit everything around you.
Sounds gross.
And the arrows, the ones with the arrows that are pointing in, that's a stat.
All right. So I got the donut dot both times. I don't think that could just be random sampling, but we'll just say for now that we probably want the person with the donut dot to go with at most one other person. I think you might be able to survive 2. Like if you have your donut dot and there's a second donut dot, like they might be able to take it together without dying. But the anyone who doesn't have the donut dot combination likely needs to be on the opposite side.
Pretty sure you cannot take 2 at the same time.
Pretty sure there's no configuration where you could fit more than one donut dot on, or I should say, like, yeah, if I'm standing here, like, it will hit basically the entire platform. Maybe you could fit like one here and one all the way over here, assuming that his beam's going that direction and this is the safe spot. Like, that's just about the only configuration I can imagine. You don't get, like, you don't really get indicators to show where the thing is going to happen.
Probably just means everyone is just not the direction that the person.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll get a screenshot once we get to that phase to see how many people get each of the deep. Is it possible that you guys could give us a little more room in the middle? I'm really just nervous about that. Get to the front. I'll get bias. I guess I will. Ow. Ow. Okay, actually, it looks like there's kind of a lot of space when it's the side platforms. Oh, that's a good time to use some cooldowns.
Yeah. That's. Wait, what was the problem with Cam?
Second hit was hitting Midori.
Oh.
Alright, so, fucking. Now let's see which direction. Yeah, there's comfortably enough room for 2 donuts on one side.
Okay.
Were there 5 donuts though?
Hang on a second, let me,
Perhaps there were
screenshot.
a baker's dozen.
If there was a baker's dozen, then we should have no trouble making the DP.
So I noticed the donut, not the donut, the dot triggered when I got hit by the knockback.
Wait, sorry, the what happened?
So I had the stack and the dot. But the dot disappeared as soon as I got hit by the knock forward?
The push.
The push.
See, I thought I saw in the scrolling combat text, I saw myself get the line. But then when Quake went off, I suddenly got the dot.
Here, I'm posting in the raid channel, or boss strats. This is what the debuffs look like. We have one line. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 donuts, and everyone else has like a personal splash. Everyone that doesn't have the line has the single splash, and 2 on both of the healers stack up on top of meat markers.
Have we been getting those stack markers every time the healer?
I think so, yeah.
Because I think I have.
Yep, same.
So my only assumption is that you should be able to take more than one dot, or else it's not, or there has to be some way to get rid of the dot, like the single.
My dot
Well,
disappeared when I got hit by the line.
Right. So if everybody gets hit by the pushback, first of all, first question was everybody hit by the pushback that time?
No.
Okay. Second question: when did the line happen?
Right at the beginning, like
Like
right after.
5-10 seconds after tsunami, after the animation's done.
Okay.
For
So
the
what?
Quake?
So what needs to happen is we need to have the person who has the line go somewhere and then face a direction, and then everyone else needs to like get in that line and spread out.
I don't think we even need to spread out. Oh no, you're right, we do.
Well, I don't know if the splashing thing does splash damage.
Probably, just assume it does.
Yeah, let's assume that it does. And the radius is probably not super huge. It's probably about the size of a ley lines or.
We can just start by going this side, put all the range on the edge, Usual.
Now it does knock you back, right?
It knocks you in the direction that that guy is facing.
Quite a bit too.
Yeah, about just under half the arena.
So that's not enough space to have everyone get hit and have everyone spread out. So I'm going to have to believe that there's a trick to that. I don't know.
Why not? Why can't we be like 1, 2 for ranged? Healers. Guy with the line.
That's really spread out.
I mean, you know, this is like extreme case, right? And then like melee one, or melee one cannot get this. Melee one would be like here.
You realize this is a line attack, right?
It's a very wide one. I think it hits like almost everything in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
it
that
could be a
person
one-
could stand there. Or something. And we could bring it in a little bit, like.
Okay. So let's just say, okay, if it affects the entire platform and not just like a straight line in front of you, is that what we're saying?
That's how it was in normal.
I think so.
Then the person with whoever gets the line debuff run to the front of the arena and face south.
Yes. I was going to suggest that, but I was waiting for Nobi. Not us.
Wait, why don't we get knocked north since we have to go to the north side for the next mechanic end?
Because we should already be north.
What? You just said the person who's going to knock us back is going north, so we're gonna get knocked south and then have to run up to the north when
No, the
floor.
the floor splits. You don't have to go to the north. In fact, you should be in the middle because if you're on this side, like we do our left-right splits, if you're on this side and he's going northwest to southeast, then you need to go south, and the people on the other platform need to go north. And you won't know which direction the diagonal is going to go until after the platform has already split.
Why doesn't the line person face north, but like just outside of melee range, so that the melees can still keep up their DPS?
Because we'll get knocked off.
Because if they get knocked south, then they're gonna be pushed out of melee range.
Well, we can try arm's length and see if that works. I would not actually be surprised if it did work. If it doesn't work, we can't. I'm just gonna say if it doesn't work, we can't face north, right? Because one way to guarantee that we fail and fuck up a mechanic is to expect people to be like in melee range for a certain amount of time, run out at the magically right amount of time, and then so that they can get knocked back into position. It's way safer to just always just be there doing your DPS thing, and if you get knocked back, you jump back in. So,
I agree with Salenta. If we are treating surecast / arm's length like a cooldown that we're planning to use at a specific moment in the fight, this would be the moment that I would suggest.
right. That does mean that ranged who need to get hit, which I believe is everybody.
Do we have to get hit by the knockback
That's
to lose the
that's a
debuff?
question.
I
If it's
believe-
Like in chaos, if you
chaos,
didn't get hit, like if you used surecast, like you wouldn't get rid of your debuff for that. one of
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, you do, because think about it. Each of the healers got a stack marker. That
yeah.
means that people with donuts need to be stacked on them, and you can't be stacked. You don't want to be stacked on the stack marker and have another AOE attack.
And have the
Right, and I believe that our left-right split that we had previously assigned will work, because that'll have one tank, one healer, 2 DP.
What I meant was we can't use our knockback thingies.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if it will.
Okay.
We don't even know if any of this will work, except for maybe Tam, and he's being coy, and I appreciate it.
Don't worry. Yes, your 2 favorite words for
Actually, I don't know if knockbacks will, or if you use your knockback prevention, if it'll take away the debuff or not.
Let's try it.
Dude, these markers, they're not good for anything. You want east or west?
I'll take it. It's fine.
It's
I mean-
fine.
Like, these are our 8-way positions.
My position's usually south.
You can always go south.
Just due south. Make it so.
Yep, exactly.
Get north. Woo, that's close.
Yep.
And we're saving our surecast for the next mechanic, so
I'm just back for that and like split.
it's okay. I've got Phoenix heal.
I don't have her.
Get it in 1 second. Alright, I guess. Oh, never mind. Well, now I don't have Swift Cap.
It's recovery phase. Like a minute into the fight.
Still near that. Oh, it doesn't even hurt that much.
Alright, now I should prepare to loosely spread. I guess we stay for heals first.
Are we all facing south? Or the person who gets the markets?
If you get the line, walk
Stand back.
north and go and face south.
Yeah, stand down.
I can addle that if you guys want.
Yep, highly appreciate it. That's awkward. That hurts a lot.
I guess we gotta get out immediately.
Yup.
Alright, which tank wants to use their fun tank
Me.
cooldown? I don't even know what Gunbreaker does. I assume it's some sort of shield.
Oh, well, there's two. There's Reprisal, and then I have a 10% magic damage AoE buff. So I've got two different ones.
I think the AoE one is the one we're talking about. Reprisal would also probably help,
They do exactly the same thing, actually, in practice.
but they stack.
Fact. Auto attack.
It's like, and then they're like, we just got tired of this fight, so we're just gonna gradually fade out.
So, did I actually hit mine early? So, did anybody get a chance to test the science?
No, there
Everybody
was
was
2
dead.
people alive.
Oh, there's a couple people alive when
I
it went
mean, I
down.
didn't have my dot anymore,
We verified that part works.
and I did not bother to arm's length.
Okay.
I believe the line has a 10-second timer on it when the timers go out.
Yeah, it's longer than I thought it was. It's not a long time, but... Also, after it goes off, we better get to our sides quick.
Yup.
If it hits the entire arena, you can be on your side already, as long as you are south of the line person. What?
What'd you take damage from?
What?
That's awkward.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't use it.
To the face!
Get north.
Provoke my kid.
Seems to be the same side every time. Huh?
Nope.
Nope.
First time it was the opposite.
It just stays that. You don't have to move them.
Well, if we don't, then we'll have farther to run from this. Which isn't a big deal, but...
Oh, this is silly.
Recovery phase.
I have a feeling we're gonna get really fucking sick of this.
Alright, let's see if I remember. There's some AoE and then... Is there a tank thing after this? Doesn't go...
After the floor breaks.
This is the thing, Adel and other thing. Alright, that was very survivable. Alright, split up.
Does not work.
What does not work?
Knock back. Arm's length.
Oh, it does not prevent you from getting...
Correct.
Stuck in thing. Back. Nice.
We're so fucking good at this game.
Did it.
Oh man, we're gonna die.
What's the thing?
That's the tank thing.
Oh, you guys. Oh, geez, what the heck?
Gotta be careful.
Well, if I read, I don't want plastic.
I don't think it matters at this point. Yeah, we're all together.
Oh. Oh no. Refreshing shower.
And as gamers, we are trying our hardest to not get hit by that.
So right down the middle.
Alright, this is, oh, there's the title wave.
Where are you getting? Oh, jeez, what the heck?
I am getting nobody.
That's-
Nobody is getting gotten.
What? Yo, that's not fair.
Get tricked. So it's temporary when he does a flip-flop? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Well, it could be because of the refreshing current.
Yeah,
He's
temporary
glowing now.
is just what that diagonal line attack is.
Well, his other mouth was glowing blue when he was when he was about to do a second one, so I
Yeah.
guess you can use that as a visual.
It's probably
Yeah,
like
but the previous times when it said temporary current, it was the same attack. I think he just doesn't do anything between the two there.
Alright, so we've identified that arm's length does not prevent the knockback. So,
It's
feel free.
for this both of the knockbacks, by the way. If you use it on the
Oh.
first one, it's up for the second tidal wave.
Yeah, I was saying is like, feel free to use Surecast whatever for tidal wave instead of for donuts phase.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, that was Tylee. Never mind.
I could be. Am I wrong that when he does the tidal wave to knock us back, that the side that he knocks us back to has always been the safe side? So using Surecast there probably isn't productive, but
If you just stand in the middle and you can Surecast, it doesn't matter.
wow, that's
Black Punch Dennis.
Yeah.
god damn. That was too late.
Oh, I think it's hard.
It locks in the damage before it hits Tam, so
Like on the other side. Oh, right.
like obviously the fact that that's happened doesn't guarantee it, but it seems like it's at this
those
point
are
it's too
position.
likely.
Much better.
Did not get knocked the correct direction.
One job.
Hey, you gotta face us.
I'm trying.
Okay, so first request. Whenever there's the tank rip current thing, can you guys stand like here so that it's going sideways? And this is both during the phase where we have the entire platform and also during the phase where we have barely any platform. If we can just have like danger zone is that wall, it will give us more of the arena to beat.
I mean, there's never anything else going on. I mean, sure, I can try to move up, but
Does it
Not-
hurt you in any way to be standing there?
it's a lot of extra movement. But no, it doesn't cost me anything real.
Besides heals, but that should be 15.
I mean, as
heals,
long
right?
as the healers are okay with it.
You just need to be 15 away from right there.
Is there a reason not to be in the middle there, Garrett?
Well, so on the second phase, like in the later parts of the fight, we might not be as clumped up as we are during the pull, and I saw people got fucking yeeted from across the arena because it just like clipped sideways right down the side. I'm like, there's no reason why the tanks should, or I should say those beams should ever be directed anything other than like right sideways.
The first one, there's no reason anybody should be remotely close to us. The second one, when the arena is split, yes, we should get more out of the way to make sure that melee has room. I just meant, like, as a rule, that doesn't seem important. It's just specifically that second one because it's split.
The second part is if we can. Okay, if I can remember, there was really nothing that happened between the time of the tsunami happening and the time that the debuffs went out, right? So basically, after we get healed up from tsunami, we should split to our sides, and whoever has the debuff can already be thinking about that. It's on the east. Stay here. Just stay in this corner.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, that's awful.
Just move back to the middle and then just go out. There are 8 waves.
Then I'll put down a marker so that we know where to stack.
Rip, but I think I just...
Solar.
So the wrong way!
Slow. There was no chance I was getting out of it. Figured I'd go out in style.
Helping you
Wow.
walk the wrong way. The best part is watching you walk slowly farther and farther into the AoE.
I'm gonna face it head on.
Alright, start thinking about getting to your sides. Check to see if you have the line. It's on Midori. That is not a 100% line.
Yeah.
Well, I am
But it is like
sorry.
20 alms.
Check to see is the direction.
Okay, west side is just dead. Sorry.
Okay, I guess we're gonna get knocked back and then get to our sides. Worth noting, I saw the visual effect of it looked to be about as wide as that breach in the middle.
Yeah. looks
So
about right.
I guess if you're not yet on your side,
Thank you.
and I guess one of the nice question mark things, one of the bones they throw us for this fight is like, at very least, there are no positionals. So
Fact.
we can sort of set arbitrary markers for things.
And the Leviathan seems to be always
Yeah,
red.
and now he glows. Yeah, so refreshing shower makes him glow. That's probably the key for him doing the... It's like, what's his name? Chaos.
Seiryu.
Or Chaos, who does the different versions of the attacks, maybe.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. 2 is our general stack point. 1 is where you go if you have the line.
When we get knocked back, do we explode or does it just take the debuff off?
It does a little damage and it takes the debuff off
I
us.
believe the knockback itself does damage.
Okay, but we don't explode, so there's no reason we can't all be stacked in the same spot when we get knocked back.
That's what I'm suggesting right now, is that we stay stacked on 2 for most of the unless otherwise there should not be, unless there are mechanical reasons why we shouldn't be. So like after the first tsunami, not tsunami, tidal wave, these things are all same fucking names, synonyms. After we get knocked back the first time and we're going to drop the puddles on 2, is what I'm trying to say.
And then we're splitting into our 8 ways for the next one, I assume.
And then we split our 8 ways. Yeah, you know that water move. It sounds wet.
The one where the water's moving towards you.
When we get hit by a moist boy.
Ew.
I'm apparently hitting some buttons tonight. What does that see?
Just in case we get a stack on the south side.
You know, just in case.
It has been
Reasons.
pretty messy.
East side.
West side. Why are you way out there?
Good shirt cast. Got greedy.
I'm main tank. Oh, no. You should let me have North Town if I'm tanking. Or I can always go west. I guess it's okay too. We should agree.
I hate this fight. Disappears at a very inopportune moment.
I have a feeling you're gonna hate it more and more over time.
Oh yeah. Stay stacked on 2 unless you have the thing, then go to 1. Split to your sides.
I feel like there must be kind of some kind of tell for that, but I keep forgetting to look at his mouth.
Tanks in the front.
Can't shirk you from this far away.
Oh, I need a marker on the floor or something for that. With these big feet.
You just need to figure out. It's that tile.
There's one on the left side. That's why it's there. I already forgot what this does.
It makes him glow, obviously. He takes a refreshing shower and then he's glowing. Don't you feel glowing after taking a refreshing shower?
Oh, that's Tidal Rage. That was the weakest rage.
That's on
Too
the
far,
west
Midori.
side.
Oh no? Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. I was not far
back
enough.
to back.
All right, back
Ready
to
to move
back.
the edge?
This is also like a Omega.
Ah, that's
Like
better.
the
example.
actual. I don't like being dead.
Oh wait, what?
Oh, that's not cool.
No!
Oh no! What?
If we all go our 8 ways, then there should be a hole where the puddles.
We don't want to be in the middle. Because he's
Yeah, I was
about
gonna
to
say.
do the thing.
Yeah, but then if we stack back in the middle, we're gonna hit each other with our puddle.
Okay. Well, I know we have our 8 ways, but in this fight, our 8 ways are not great because it puts ranged in the front and melee in the back. So, how about we do sort of like inverted 8 ways, where it's the same as our 8 ways, except for I'm south instead of north.
That's not what the issue is. The issue is we can't have anyone in northwest or northeast.
Yeah,
So
Those
you can
spots
have
need to
you
be
can have
safe.
people. Hear me out. So we have like the thing, and then we drop our puddles like. How do I do this? Like melee drop their puddles there, range drop your puddles there.
Ranged has to have enough time to get back to the front when he does the left and right.
You can be in
Or
the
that
back.
back.
Yeah,
It's
we're
true.
back, but then we can't heal anyone.
You don't need to heal.
Wow, you want everything, don't you?
Don't get hit.
You want to be able
It's
to
not
like
me. I'm worried about getting hit.
healing and doing DPS.
By the way, side note has nothing to do with the current conversation placeholder. It looks like that goes right along this. See this tile right here?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It goes like right here.
That this tile is the safe one. This guy right here.
Yes.
Because I
This-
was about here and I got.
No, you were here.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like it's the corner. That's safe.
Alright. I'll just
But-
treat this box as the
Yeah,
safe one.
How about you stand on this side? Just
Just stand on D.
Anyway, back to that conversation.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we need to leave northwest and northeast safe because we need to be able to run back and forth.
Yes.
And
And also need to be able to leave a path where people can walk.
So we can't have anybody north either.
Right. So,
To make a U instead of an 8-way.
like there, I can think of like 2 reasonable solutions to this. One is, I guess I'll call it the double line strategy, where we have basically a file of 4 left, 4 right in the middle, and the sides are free. Or what I think is the more reasonable solution to this, we have a front back split where the ranged and healers go south and the melee go north, and we drop our puddles horizontally, and then after that move we collapse back to the middle.
I mean, why don't we just do 2x4 on where we drop the puddles on the outside and leave the middle open? Or is that what your second scenario is?
Right. We either drop our puddles like going vertically along the thing and leaving a path, and also leaving the front corners free, or we do it horizontally where we drop our puddles and people run north and south. Wow, I found it. It's right here.
That is the second time you have crossed the line tonight.
Wow. You're not my real dad. So, would you sounds like you prefer doing the vertical.
Yeah, that's my preference. But I mean, obviously, there is the concern of do ranged have enough time to get in? That is a concern.
Rescue. I'm not joking. Are you?
I was assuming healers would be at the back.
No.
And they rescue.
In which case, the rescue is going the wrong way.
So, let's. I'm gonna steal the ABCD really quick. Nope, that's too close. That's the pull point. There we go. A, B, C, D. If range DPS can be in the back, Midori and I, because we can still DPS from back there. I would say tanks in front, and then melee, and then healers, and then range DPS.
Mm-hmm.
And then and we drop them as close to the edge in this order as possible. And the closest puddle should be like right there.
Yeah.
That way there's still space to stand in the corner.
The one thing that's kind of important, I think, when we do stuff like this, is go to a position, and if you think that you're doing it right, stop moving, because we're probably going to want to cluster fairly far forward. So people need to know whether or not there's room, right? So that, like if I've got my position right here, right, and the edge of my ring is right here, Vias should be like right here.
Right, just barely outside so that the circles are overlapping, but you are not inside someone else's circle.
Yeah, so that we have to run far less than if we really spread out.
And also, sprint is a button that should be on everyone's bar, especially us in the back.
Where are those A, B, C, and D on the floor now? Is 1A?
Basically,
One might even be too close. Let's pull that back a little bit. One does not need to be that close. One is about the horizontal position. Two would be as close to one as you can get.
And so on. Really close.
Nah, it's
you don't
fine.
think those circles would overlap each other?
1 and 2, yes.
The circles will absolutely overlap each other. Who cares? Or no, we're talking about one and two.
I'm talking about hitting the other person.
No. 1 and 2 are. Someone should not be standing on 2.
That's for the
if
first
someone's
mechanics.
at 1.
That's okay. So
Yeah, that's before we split.
It's not meant to be the ABCD.
I
Right.
know that, but we can use it as a frame of reference. So what's the actual distance that, if 1 is the first horizontal point, if you go to the left and the right and 1, where does 2 need to be? So that would be B then.
Mhm.
So D is going to be like damn near out here, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. We need to scooch forward as far as we can. So that's why when you think you're in a safe position, especially the front people, we need to like stand there and like lock down so that the next people can adjust as close as they can.
And I'm going to be honest, if I have to go to the back to continue DPSing,
Yeah.
I'll just go to the back. I don't think you need to get healed before the end of that, because you should not be getting hit with anything other than that initial.
Unlike the first time, he doesn't do other shit between it. He just does it and then does it again, and then you can collapse if necessary.
I'm gonna move that 2 marker back up a little bit, so that's a little closer to the front of.
I have a feeling after a while we're going to choose to have range to stay back. But let's try it.
I know. How embarrassing.
And nobody noticed.
Not yet.
East side. Whoa! It's just like, oh, maybe we're not close enough.
We should practice.
I would like a heal. Thanks, Aos, you got me.
We should practice our split on back.
I guess actually we can. In dramatic motion. I don't understand why he does AoE and then another AoE only stronger. These monsters aren't very smart. Dude, start with the big stuff.
Look, I've seen you in dungeons. You definitely do an AoE and then a bigger AoE. That's what you do when there's multiple targets.
That's true.
It's on town.
Split.
Now, I'm not saying you have to be in the middle, but you have more room to maneuver.
I'm sorry, I almost killed people.
Move that far.
What?
I can't put my stars down in the middle because there's no floor. I'm upset.
Oh, that hurts so low. Oh, it's gonna do it again.
Yeah, I almost had stars ready for that.
Don't worry, you're gonna take a refreshing shower when you're ready. That's right.
My sure cast wore off.
I'm so stupid. How can I be this stupid?
Oh, that needs to be Tiger Stack. Oh, that looks pretty good. Alright, see if you can make it. Run. You are so dead. Oof. Oof.
Another. Oh, well, this might be interesting. Let's see, is it different? What's different?
Oh, shit.
3. Okay, there's just 3.
Okay, same as first phase.
Go, Tam!
Okay, we got to 65, which is like basically how far it's one time.
Alright, let's step out and reset. So one thing I noticed that was different that time, when he after the refreshing shower, when he went to do the what was it called again? Temporary current. The side that he knocked us back to was not actually the safe side. Unlike in the first phase.
Hmm.
So I guess just be aware of that. I mean, I still had plenty of time to react, but
Yeah, probably just arm's length, stay in the middle. Doesn't seem to be any other mechanic that needs it.
requeuing again?
1, 2, 3, not it.
I thought we were just stepping out to reset.
Y'all can feel free to propose or place different markers in the back if you would rather stack up, like closer to the boss.
I just don't think we need those. Is there a world where we can put markers down for our split for those puddles? And those seem like more important markers at this point. Honestly, I'm not convinced that we still need the 1 and 2. It's a pretty simple mechanic.
I want a marker for us to drop the puddles on. That's all. Because sloppy puddles make me
Can we
sad.
just use the edge of his hitbox? That's about where it was. It's always going to be there, right? The giant yellow marker.
You
that's
do you.
flashing.
I tell you what, I'm gonna put down an A, B, C, D, and since it's gonna be in the middle because
Because we don't have 8.
so
I mean, yeah, at that point, the D's just go to the back, right?
This is one of those things when you add up small distances and you're like, actually, when you add it all up.
The lyrics in this part sound like drunken karaoke of Leviathan.
it's probably how they got it. That was on the same side, wasn't it? See, sloppy.
We should practice.
There should be nothing to
Oh,
practice.
so screwed.
That's right in the middle.
Oh, I'm heavy.
Did you eat Taco Bell?
Hurt.
Oh shit, tanks can get it.
Tam got it like 3 times in a row.
I wouldn't know.
Is my name Tam?
Also, there does not appear to be a tell. His mount is low.
Why my aliens look like this?
Oh, it goes right onto the corner. The corner's not safe. Wow, that's so off center.
So
That's really close. Oh, what? Oh, okay. I want
Generally seems to work though.
the left side looks great. Placeholder was a little in the middle.
Yeah, right side panic.
Oh, you still died.
There was a third guy? Oh no.
Oh, that's right. That wasn't even.
Whoa,
No, sorry.
that's awesome.
I lost track of who's main team.
Stormy Horizon. This sounds like a new move. Alright, we drop puddles, and we drop puddles, and we drop puddles, and there's a flare. And we dropped puddles.
And then there's the thing.
We drop puddles. Oh my god, and there's a thing?
Oh, and it goes on the. Okay, and then a stab? Oh, and the other side. Oh. What in the what?
I feel like their shtick this expansion is going to be mechanic diarrhea at the halfway.
I mean, that's basically what was it? Delta, not Delta Attack. Gamma.
Omega.
Yeah, they kind of done this for a while.
I was trying to remember what the X Death one was called.
Well, but they only did that in Omega, and like not. Well, yeah, they only did that.
I mean, in the fourth one.
And the fourth one, whereas this has been everyone is like, "Hi, here's the diarrhea." We're driving our characters, and Leviathan has the blue turtle ship.
Kanana, this is gonna sound silly, but do you have a hard time targeting Leviathan after you heal? Because he's huge, but I keep missing him.
Too short.
A little bit. You have to put the middle of the.
You guys clicked?
No, tab.
Tab. But
you have
I
to-
keep missing him. It's
Yeah,
so annoying.
If your camera is pointed too far down, you will not see someone who's too big.
Oh, no problems. I play in first person.
Oh, you just have to change to over the shoulder camera. Stack on egg, please.
Okay.
We should just go back then.
Yeah, practicing on that one doesn't work because there's such a long time, or sure, it's a short time between those puddles actually hitting and the other one's easier to do that with.
Wait, really? Go for the big hit first.
It's on Flunta. Is it always on a tank?
Nope.
Was the tank dead at the moment?
Nope. What?
Wow.
What in the heck?
Fuck you, Leviathan. This is why I think they should change jumps and not be movement anymore. Assassinate's not movement. Why is jump?
They should change jumps so that you are actually considered airborne, and thus you can go over any ground,
Including gaps?
including gaps. You're jumping! You're a fucking dragoon! Is that not exactly what dragoons are supposed to do?
I feel like you should never be able to jump off a cliff with your offensive jumps because the entire point of like dragoon armor and the Gaebolg is to make it so that you can direct where you're going. Well, and to be pointy so that when dragons bite you, they get.
I have a hot take, and I don't know why we're not doing that. Why are we splitting half and half during that?
For the donut thing?
You can
Because there are two
fit one in the
healer
corner,
stacks.
one on the same side, and then we can just AoE the whole party instead of us having to like each heal 4 people.
What about
That's
the tank
just
buster?
silly. The tank buster, there's probably still room as well. If one's in the corner and one's
Oh, we can do one in the top left and one in the bottom right.
Well, there's a
No,
lot of room in the
that'll
corner.
definitely hit party.
I think if you did one there and
Like
then
that?
one, no,
Like that's a lot safer.
I think you can do that and it's fine. And I think that's the donuts can do that because they're not that big. If one group's on the edge and one group two, I think it works.
Donuts are definitely bigger than that, but they're not like they're like 10 yawns.
People will get
what I'm
clipped
saying
by
is you got a
donuts.
lot of room on the side. I think we shouldn't be splitting half and half.
The people need to be walking really far though.
All right, I tell you what, we'll try it for science.
Are we gonna have a
When-
close and far
when it's-
group then?
When it's no, you have to go based on wait, sorry. Are we proposing having both stacks in the same location, or are we proposing having both stacks like there's a single stack?
No, not a single stack.
Okay.
And there, so one would be on the edge corner, and the other one would be still along that back wall, but you know, in enough that the donuts wouldn't hit each other. So yeah, whatever that. And then you know, if it's north, we go north. If it's south, we go south. But whatever, are those the two safe spots?
Two is in a dead zone. It had to be right here.
Okay, well then I think this right here, the donuts would not kill each other. I think if one group was at 1 and one's at 2, the donuts would not kill each other. And then we're all grouped up together for AoE healing, and it's much easier.
One can actually be on this block, right?
That's plenty of room for the donuts.
Just making sure. Let me go to this side. Oh yeah, plenty.
And then in a case like this, with the tank busters, if the party was here, like on the corner, the tanks were at 1 and 2, we'd be
That won't happen. We'll be up in the front corner.
well, either way.
Okay, well, let's try this. This can be our weirdo strat that none of the pugs understand. And then we have to explain it to them
Or-
3 times, and they'll be like, why are you doing it that way? Nobody does it that way.
Placeholder watched a video and he's being surreptitious.
I have not watched any videos.
Are you gonna ruin Placeholder's chance to show off his joint
Sometimes
strategy?
it's just better to
Um,
side of things.
because depending on which way he goes, we'll either have to stack up front or in the back.
I mean, I'm always in the front for the tank busters, so
And in the back, melee running to 2 won't make it.
So we just do all melee at 1 and all range at 2.
I think, I would think that. So, on whichever way we go, no, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't think through this.
All right, well,
There's always a point in the fight where the melee can't hit him, right? When whatever side you're on, he hits the close side of it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when
that's fine. Let's
at
just
the point where you need to run away to get to that point, there's not enough time.
okay. That's fine. Ranged can be at 2. I'm putting placeholder at 2 because this is your idea, and one of the tanks needs to volunteer. All right, Salenta's voluntold.
And so these would be our positions if this side, if the back is safe. If the front's safe, can we have markers for that too?
no, it's the mirror.
Yeah,
What?
it's the same thing. It's just backwards. So
Okay.
one would be approximately here, and then the other one would be as close to the front corner as possible without actually being off of the platform.
Okay.
In fact, we don't even need those. We don't even need those. The second markers.
Yeah.
We just need the first ones. There.
Yeah, there's no reason to mark 2. We should just mark 1 and 1. Well, like that, yeah. Alright, straight.
So are you saying that straight ahead from where I am is a safe spot? If I walked straight to the very edge?
If he's firing the other direction.
Okay.
I mean, it has to be, because if you think about it, when the opposite platform is alive, we stand literally on that spot to avoid his.
I can break that habit, Cam.
Rescue me!
You're fine.
Look, I'm just panicking.
Yep, just a non-healer.
You want to left.
Oh.
I'm just stay over there.
I'm a
Oh,
genius.
I totally can do this. Yeah.
I'm an actual genius.
Now,
'Cause then I
here's the
can
question.
Earth star that shit too.
You say as the whole other group dies.
That's because someone
wonder-
over here. I actually don't know why we all died.
Like, you tap for it.
I feel like if you tell people about this, it's going to turn into like the Reddit reaction to Pete's Dra-
What?
Them, like, remember, like, they had their thing, and then we had our version for Midgard, Stormir, whatever.
This is exactly the same mechanic. I don't know why dumb shits keep coming up with dumb shit strategies. Get the fuck out, dumb shits.
By the way, I have no mana.
Neither do I.
Really hard to heal, guys.
Oh yeah, that was right after.
We don't really need that.
In fact, you should probably stack by your marker so you have less distance to travel. Like, let me get back my pet. Let me go start to.
Where are you getting?
Okay.
Look at that.
Oh, that's
No, we
this.
can't.
Wow, that's such a long delay.
I can't. Oh, come on. Well, we're dead.
Don't mind me, I was just RP walking.
Okay. I wonder how much this does. 180,000. Ooh.
Right, Solenta? This is not okay with me.
Give me an ultra dick move. Is to have splash auto attacks.
Seems about right.
That would really make everything like so much worse.
That sounds like something they would do in Ultimate.
Actually, they do that in Ultimate. Now that you say that.
The law of Alex.
Oh, so scary.
He's so confident looking. He doesn't even need to run to avoid it.
Yeah, we got clipped by someone's donut.
Yeah, I think we clipped each other.
I tried to dash back in. That doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
Dashing back in. One more.
Last pool gonna clear.
Yep.
We're going to die to something new.
I just want to say, if our donuts clip even one more time, I'm not convinced that it's worth the risk.
Oh, Placeholder or not my donut? Not.
Yeah, that isn't what's killing us.
Our donuts are different.
I don't think Swanta made it back to the
Yeah,
stack in time.
If there's a problem, it's probably my donut.
Also, you have 4 people and you didn't have 4 people for 1 seconds.
Why are you so quick to try to jump my stat there, Karen? What the hell? Let me have this.
Saying the last one was working okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a pain.
It was annoying. Needlessly.
Oh shit. It's fine. I don't think it would be so bad once you got used to it, but I won't lie. I like being able to shirk Tam, so because I can't do that from the other side.
Why does that give a ball off? It just kills you.
Future proof.
Maybe it is future proof.
I mean, it's possible that maybe there's a way we can still stay on the same side and stuff.
Help! Not a help!
Sorry.
I turn around after you seeing help, and all I see is you just like disappearing off the side.
I barely got out myself, so I could have just rescued you and took that. Well, what's that?
You're fine. Look at all that HP you have left.
All right.
Perfect.
Real talk. If we're gonna do this strat, you probably should save your rescue for assault, so that Celeste doesn't have to like run out 5 seconds early.
Well, just 2. Oh shit.
See, why can Ifrit stand there just like bouncing around in the middle and I can't
Look, Ifrit is flying, no legs.
If I cut off my legs, can I fly?
Ifrit is Lieutenant Dan.
Is that a no?
I think that it is a symptom and not the cause. I'm thinking about other things right now.
I don't know why y'all didn't use the knockback. Eventually.
Interrupts casts.
I guess that's fair.
Well, this is just unfortunate. Dang.
No.
Are we moving like Pantocrator for this?
Sure.
What?
Or we could just move randomly.
The other side.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm in a bad way.
Stack marker, right? Jeez. What the
You
heck?
probably need
Maybe,
a
maybe we should start from the back as a group and move forward.
We want to end up in the middle.
Well, what I'm saying is if we start back here, when we see that charging up, so we drop puddle, move forward, drop puddle, move forward, drop puddle. And then we're in the middle, and then when he swings to the side, we just go, oh, hey, we're on this side, or hey, we're on the... Rather than
Pantocrator
trying
part
that...
1 or 2.
No,
What about
no
the flare?
Not Pantocrator. While the flare can...
Well, this is just like during Pantocrator, one of the tanks got a giant like nuke flare thing,
true.
and they had to go to the other side.
Which in this case would be the back.